Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
When I speak of fantasy, what do you think of? You think of magic, elves, dwarves, dragons, creatures beyond imagination. That's what you think of because that's what fantasy is. The fantastical, the unreal. They don't exist in our world, so therefore they can't exist. If they can't exist, then it is fake, fiction, fantasy. Let me tell you about Minecraft and why it's the most fantastical game out there. This is interesting because it makes sense if you think about it. But when you don't think about it, it doesn't make any sense at all. Minecraft is a survival game, a creative game, a sandbox game. A game where you can do most anything given the right setup, but it's not necessarily fantasy. So let's move away from Minecraft for a second. We're talking about fantasy games, video games. There are probably two very famous examples, ones that overshadows practically every other fantasy games. The Elder Scrolls V, Skyrim, and The Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt. These two games are highly praised because of their immersive realities these games existed. You are the Dragonborn, who is destined for this great path to slay the dragons and save Skyrim and its people. You will delve into dungeons, explore the Dwemer ruins, raid the Draugr catacombs, and the innumerable bandit camps. The world of Skyrim is expansive and people love it, but there is a limit to how far one can interact with the fantasy of this world, as this world is confined to what Elder Scrolls itself has limited itself to, leaving little to move around and evolve. Minecraft is a special case, as it's a fantasy game that changes fantasy itself. Monsters such as skeletons, zombies, creepers even, they exist in our imaginations. In bedtime stories, movies, and Michael Jackson's Thriller. But Minecraft makes it normal. When night falls, you understand that these creatures will appear because that is normal. These dangerous creatures born of nightmares told to children and men are no longer fantastical. They simply exist in a space near our own, not our own, but near it. But not so far as to alienize it and become fantasy. But unlike other fantasy games, Minecraft is not limited to itself. It's an ever-evolving game with hopefully years upon years beyond it. With each update, new things will be added, new things to avoid, to add the fantasy that is Minecraft. For example, redstone, a mystical red dust that glows when activated by all sorts of different triggers. Sure, one could argue that it's just a fantasy-coded electricity, but that right there proves my point exactly. It's not electricity, but it acts like electricity because that is the closest thing we can conceptualize it as. I mean, just think about the fact that a big clump of honey can essentially move 12 meters of what have you just because it turned to night. The best way to marvel at this miraculous, fantastical dust is to simply watch redstone YouTubers. But you know what is even more fantastical? The truth behind the fantasy. I once had a teacher that tried to teach the class about the wonders of glass, how miraculous it was that we as humans discovered that we could turn sand into these transparent hard materials. But the class knew that already. We knew the fundamentals behind this frankly fantastical process. Why? Because of Minecraft. Truth that doesn't seem true becomes normalized through Minecraft. And the real fantasy is turning the magical into the mundane and expected, the fantastical into everyday encounters that are met with reactions that a normal human being in the real world would react to. Yes, Minecraft doesn't exist. It's fantastical. It's on our screens. But you know what it isn't? It's not fake. Isn't that interesting?